Hello there, and a very, very good evening. My name's Sean Ryan. You're, of course, watching the Planet Cruise TV show. Do you know, I'll be honest, I've had a bit of a stressful day. It's one of them days, been rushing around, but it's just so nice to sit down with you. Don't you laugh. Sit down with you and enjoy 6 fabulous cruises tonight. Yes, we've got 6 amazing offers and something very special coming up as well. But here to tell us all about them, stop laughing. Justin is with me. I've had a stressful day.
Something special coming up. I'm here.
You're here, matey.
No, do you know, I was so sorry, viewers. It's great to see you. But I was loving the new introduction there.
What, the new opening to the show?
To see all of us presenters and the fact that it's true to character. I had a glass in my hand.
Yeah, you did, a big glass. Nice to see you, matey. Justin has been with us a long time on the show, and I know we often, some of you regulars know this already, but you did work on the cruise ships for many, many, many years.
Can't you tell? This perfect toned physique. No, I certainly enjoyed my 6 years of P&O cruises. In fact, we're going to be kicking off with a P&O cruise in a couple of seconds' time. We've got something for everybody. I'm looking forward tonight to some of our top agents. Celebrity is back. Thomson, a great
Thomson
deal
back,
with that. And also that Oceania cruise as well.
So good.
If you've got something really special, like a big anniversary, or you really want to push the boat out, no pun intended, then that is definitely the one to go for. We're talking 5-star cruising, but we'll tell you a little bit more about that later on.
And a new feature as well.
Oh yeah, we can't.
Yes.
Right now.
Well, a little bit about it. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, basically, we're going to be featuring every month a new hot pick destination. And tonight we feature one of the biggest hot pick destinations.
Yeah, no more.
Stay tuned to find out more.
Shall we begin then?
Yeah, let's go.
By the way, if you are new to Planet Cruise, multi-award winning agent, of course.
Yes, yeah.
Exclusive deals, big savings.
As you will find out.
Yes. And actually, for the first time ever, the first 3 cruises, you can actually book online tonight as well, can't you?
Yeah, you certainly can. And also, 2 of our cruise lines, you can actually book early for 2018. So we've got some pre-registration for Cunard and for P&O as well.
Well, we're going to start with P&O. I think this is a brilliant one, actually. It's on board the Ventura. Are you ready for the price on this one? $679. And we are looking at a 12-night cruise over to some winter sun in the Canary Islands and, of course, Madeira. But before we look at those great ports and destinations with Justin, here's our Keith on board to tell you more.
Fresh from her multi-million-pound refit, P&O's Ventura was launched in April 2008 by Helen Mirren. She marked an exciting new direction for P&O Cruises and is a large, beautiful, contemporary and family-friendly ship with bags of character and a more informal onboard vibe that's making her a firm favourite with many passengers. One thing is for sure, you certainly won't go thirsty. With its emphasis on catering for today's British tastes, Ventura hosts numerous watering holes, from the visually stunning panoramic video wall of the metropolis through to a traditional pub, the Exchange. But this is my absolute hands-down favourite, Ollie Smith's new Glass House wine bar. It's a relaxed and stylish setting with tasty food available and also these wonderful flights where you can try lots of different new wines. With club or freedom dining on offer and a 24-hour buffet, you have real flexibility and you really can make the cruise fit your schedule. The recent refit also saw Atul Couture's Asian-inspired restaurant East added to Ventura's culinary arsenal. And when you do go, make sure you try the 24-hour slow-cooked lamb rendang. With 4 pools, a massive sports deck, special celebrity sailings, a new behind-the-scenes backstage tour, the biggest gym and spa in the fleet. There is loads to do on board Ventura other than just relax with a good book and top up your tan. But it's in the evening that this ship really comes alive. Vibrant West End style shows with exciting UK guest acts played twice nightly in the Arena Theatre. Then there's the excellent light entertainment which takes place in both the Havana Show Lounge and also the Tamarind Club. But what I like most is this stunning new atrium with this wonderful dance floor. The accommodation is bright, spacious and full of designer touches. There are big suites that can cater for up to a family of 6, through to these new single cabins that are a great cost-effective option for solo travellers like myself.
And yes, those single cabins, we've actually got one tonight, and it is an outside, starting at 989.
And even if you look at the lead day, that actually breaks down to £72 per night per person.
It's really good.
Which is fantastic. We've also got deals that if you want to stay over in Southampton, we'll talk about that a little bit more later.
Seriously, the singles always go really, really quickly. So if you are, you know, a single traveller and you want the outside, give us a call right now.
And actually, on top of that, P&O really do cater for the single traveller. I know they have certain groups in the morning where you can meet people, like-minded people that are travelling on their own as well. So really good for single travellers.
I've been single for many times in my life, so I get that. Now, we've... it's true. Anyway, we're also cruising straight out of Southampton, so it's really nice and easy. You can take as much luggage as you like. Now, just in the first 3 days at sea, I always think that's great because you get to explore the ship, don't you?
Do you know what? She's an absolutely beautiful ship as well. Of course, with sailing out of Southampton, you get a great British sail away as well, which P&O do very, very well indeed. So enjoy that. But our first port of call, we're actually going into Madeira. It's one of my favourite ports of call. You've got this really great Portuguese feel, really great on the botanical side, should I say, sorry. So if you do want to go to some of the flower markets, they've got a great indoor flower market, fantastic gardens. And one thing you've got to do is go up the cable car for the view, and then if you want to come down on the wicker basket ride, there's a wicker basket where the guys actually push you down the hill and steer you down. It's brilliant fun.
You've never tempted me with that one.
I'll have to get the footage and get it sent in.
I've yet to be convinced of that one. So is it La Palma next?
La Palma, yeah. Just a very brief description. This is a lovely small little port. It's one of those places you can do as little or as much as possible. But our next big port that we're featuring is Gran Canaria, and of course this is where you have the golden dunes, which are drenched in all-year sunshine. You've also got bays and coves as well, so if you do like to have a little bit of privacy, then it's nice to be able to do that as well. You've got the Bandana Crater, which is one thing that you might want to go and do. 3,000 feet high. It's one of the largest volcanic craters that's actually inhabited. And there's also the Columbus Museum, so if you want to do something a little bit more studious, then you can go and do that. Then staying with the Canaries, we're going to Lanzarote. Now, one thing that's definitely worth doing on Lanzarote, go to the National Park Timofea. You've also got the Montañas del Fuego, otherwise known as the Mountains of Fire. And you've also got some fantastic shopping centres as well. So this is the type of place that you'll find the local stuff. Yeah, you won't be able to get a camelback, though. That's the only thing.
I did that. Yeah. Very good.
Sorry, a couple of you just got the hump with me.
God.
Deary me, one thing that I would actually mention is definitely worth doing. There's an underground grotto. It's something not everybody knows about, but if you can get on the tour that's got a landscaped underground grotto, it's absolutely fantastic. Then you've got a relaxing day at sea where you come from the Canaries back over to Portugal, and this is Lisbon. It's, again, one of my favourite destinations. I go back here for a weekend. Here's a view of the 25th of April bridge. It looks like San Francisco, but this is where you actually sail under and dock just to the left-hand side. If you walk down through here, you've got some fantastic little bars and little marinas. You've got the Monument of Discoveries. We'll show that a little bit later on. But a tram ride, you've got to go on a tram ride. It's one of those things. Make sure that you do get a ticket because a lot of people just get on the tram and think, oh, no, you've got to stamp your ticket as well. So there's Justin's top tip. The actual main square, this is where the shuttle bus drops you off and you can have a wander up into town. Really good for shopping. Really, really good for shopping.
And actually, this time of year, you could get some great Christmas gifts in, couldn't you?
Yeah, definitely. So 2 days at sea, and then you're back into Southampton and rounding off a fantastic cruise.
Well, I think you'll agree, at this price, amazing, and you can book this online tonight as well. Also, by the way, if you don't live close to Southampton, a really good tip is to stay the night before in the Mayan Valley Marriott. Great Marriott hotel. We've actually got a special relationship with them, so you can actually book there from £89 per person. And you will get your parking and port transfers included. Really good single special. Again, we know these go very quickly. Obviously, there's only a limited amount of those single outside cabins, so it is a room with a view, of course. And don't forget, we had Christmas sailings there available as well. Price-wise, if you do go for that lead date, the prices start at just $679, and we've got that single price at just $989. There's some great winter sun there. The ID number for this one, by the way, is 97491. And for the first time ever tonight, you can actually book online. The first 3 deals, you can, if you don't prefer, you can actually book online there as well. Now, we did mention at the beginning of the show that there's a chance to pre-register for cruises in 2018. There are many, many benefits of actually doing that and getting in early. And here's our Keith to tell you more.
Is there a certain cabin you always like to book? Or are you a real bargain hunter dedicated to snaffling the best cruise deals? If so, listen up, as it's time to register your interest in P&O Cruises sailings for the summer of 2018. It comes around quick, doesn't it? Especially as normally this wouldn't be until March of next year. So if you are planning a P&O cruise between March and October 2018, make sure you get in touch today to take advantage of some brilliant perks. All you do is simply let us know where and when you want to go and pay a very small deposit. What we do is ensure that when the cruises finally go live, we're first in line to book it all for you, meaning that you get exactly what you want. Plus, when you do pre-register with us, we offer you early booking discounts of up to 20% and a super low 5% deposit compared with a normal 15%. Plus, booking select price fares also gives you the benefit of either free parking or onboard spend on all non-mini cruises, as well as complimentary shuttle buses in the ports, your choice of cabin number and location, priority for complimentary cabin upgrades, first priority for dining and table size, and last but by no means least, the flexibility to change your booking. Now, pre-registration opens on Monday the 5th of September and closes again on Wednesday the 14th of September. And last year, Planet Cruise successfully managed to secure 100% of the cabins and grades that our pre-registration customers requested. So, why leave it to chance? Take the stress out of booking and get ready to pre-register with us today.
I took some great advice from our Keith there, who sends his love, by the way, as well. Now, from P&O, we're going to move on to our next offer tonight. I tell you, it's lovely, actually. It's a cruise with Princess. And I only cruised with Princess for the first time last year, but I was really seriously impressed. And this is on board the Crown Princess. So let's have a look, and Justin and I will talk you through. Beautiful ships, aren't they, Princess?
This is actually the Grand Class ship. And, of course, don't forget Princess and P&O share the actual shipbuilder, which is Fincantieri, over in Mestre, just outside of Venice in Italy. So a lot of the actual floor plans I've actually walked around myself. This is just some of the bars and the restaurants on board the Crown Princess. Fantastic range of dining, as you'd expect with a Princess cruise. You've got your main restaurants, you've got your speciality restaurants as well, the good old-fashioned pubs and the Italian specialities as well. And on top of that, you've also got 24-hour room service if all of the restaurants aren't enough. But you've also got movies under the stars, which is fantastic. A little bit of a difference on good weather nights, and plenty of open deck and pool spaces. You've also got the big nightclub at the back there.
I really like saying that.
Skywalkers.
Yeah. Even got me dancing.
I just like the fact that it's called Skywalkers. Anyway, moving on. But great range of entertainment as well. Comedians and nightclubs as well, called Skywalkers. I hope they've got a cocktail range that are all Star Wars themes. But anyway, but no, it is great. You've got great facilities for the actual cabins as well, and they really do cater for not only couples but also for families. And we've got a great family price, which is based on 4 sharing, which is brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
And although you've seen lots of different staterooms there, we have got an upgrade tonight from an unobstructed outside cabin to a balcony.
Easy for you to say, unobstructed. Unobstructed.
Oh, well done. So we've got some great upgrades, and you can actually book this night on a very low deposit of only £50 per person, actually, as well, which is brilliant.
And book online.
Yes.
You can book
so
online.
Words out my mouth. But great ships, great company. So impressed. I will definitely cruise with Princess again. They've got a very loyal following. And this one, again, it's a nice easy one out of Southampton, isn't it?
Yeah, and we've actually got some half-term and summer holiday sailings as well. So a family of 4 can sail for only £2,199, and that's on the 27th of May. So keep an eye on that. Anyway, out of Southampton, you're going across the Bruges, so a nice little jump across the channel there. And this is just stunning. You've got this really quaint old medieval town, loads of canals and walkways, fantastic squares. And let's just say, if you like chocolate, you're going to love Bruges. Also, there's something like over 200 different breweries as well. So you can have a look around some of the local breweries. You can go across to Bruges and Ghent as well. So there's plenty to do. And for those of you that like a little bit of history in the Second World War, you can actually go to Flanders Fields as well. So plenty to see and do. Oh, there's 125 breweries in
Belgium, really?
Apparently. Yes. Yeah, just to be accurate. So there we go. Anyway, then we've got a nice relaxing day at sea as we head over to Copenhagen. Can I just say that it's worth getting up early for the sailing to Copenhagen, because it is a stunning port. When you actually get in, you can get a shuttle bus. I'd actually walk into town, because you take in some of the sights and sounds, these beautiful buildings, and you get to see this, which is the Little Mermaid. Of course, Hans Christian Andersen was very famous in this particular region. She is only small, but there's some lovely gardens and some fountains there as well. Carry on into the town, you've got great shopping, and also you've got Tivoli Gardens. It's one of these amazing amusement parks that you can go to. They've got, well, just amazing, but it's overnight.
Yes.
Now, the great thing with this is, I always remember, can I tell you this story?
Go on.
I'm just going to tell you this story. This is going back from my early days in cruising, so my early 20s. And we go into Copenhagen, it's an overnight. I went into Tivoli Gardens, and there's all these bars and restaurants and theme parks and rides. It's great fun. There's like a lake in the middle with an old pirate ship and a Chinese pagoda. And somebody said, do you know what, I fancy some candy floss. I went, okay, yeah. And they went, do you like candy floss? Have you got like a phobia about it? I'd never tried candy floss in my adult life. Apparently, as a child, I did it, and I was scared to death of it.
Really?
It was like witchcraft. And I was like 23, and I tried candy floss.
Did you like it?
I loved it.
Oh, there you go.
It's brilliant. I'll always remember. But again, this is what it's all about. It's making those memories. And that's 12 years ago, and I still remember it distinct as if it was yesterday. Anyway, Oslo. We've got a fantastic trip in Oslo to look forward to. And here you've got museums, you've got Viking ships. There's a fantastic park as well, which has got these sculptures, and they're all beautifully, they're like concrete, they're quite abstract as well. One thing in this part of the world is their art is phenomenal. So much so, actually, that the gallery with the original, or one of the original, Edvard Munch paintings.
The screen?
Yes, wow, it's cultured.
Oh, right.
You see, cultured, he just doesn't know his Pinot Grigios from his Chardonnays.
Oh, I do.
But he knows his Munches.
No, I do.
As well. Look, there's the abstract artwork as well. Sorry, you missed that, Sean. This park.
Yeah.
It's all bodies entwined. It's absolutely amazing. You've got to go there, and it's just
really weird,
masses and masses of parks. Lovely obelisk there.
Go. And then a final day at sea. Just enjoy that fabulous ship, the Crown Princess, and of course, disembarking in Southampton. And I think it's amazing value. Just to remind you here, we have got a free upgrade from an unobstructed outside cabin to a balcony. Just to mention, brilliant price for half-term and summer holidays. A family of four sharing a cabin from only £2,199, and that's based on the 27th of May sailing. And you've got that overnight on board in Copenhagen as well. Now, you can book this online tonight. You can book it over the phone lines for a deposit of only £50. And don't forget that upgrade from the outside to the balcony at 929. The ID number for this one, by the way, is 108779. But you will love Princess Cruises, you truly will. By the way, the phone line's there. If you'd like to book over the phone lines, 0808 250 2662. Open to, is it 10:30 tonight, Justin? Yeah, 10:30 tonight.
Or online, 24 hours a day.
I know. It's nice. A lot of you have been asking if you can book online. So, yeah, tonight, the first 3 deals you can. So, give us a go online. Now, I'm very lucky. I have, I shouldn't go on about it again, but I have booked my next celebrity cruise. I'm really looking forward to it. And this is one of my favourite ships, actually, the Celebrity Eclipse. And it is a 40-night cruise. Before we show you the destinations around the Western Med, let's take you on board to give you a little taste of what Celebrity 5-star modern luxury is all about. The Eclipse has won many awards, hasn't she, actually?
Yeah, well, and she's Solstice class as well. In fact, she's had a fantastic upgrade with that lawn. Over an acre of real grass. That's the lawn club. So you can play croquet out there, you can practice your putting, or just have a picnic. You've got the Canyon Ranch Spa as well. This is world famous. You've got some fantastic facilities, these beautiful mosaic beds which heat up, and of course then you have your libraries as well. This is just modern luxury epitomised. You've got Egyptian cotton sheets and towels, and the wine is just exceptional. I know we've been having a little bit of a joke about wines, but if you do enjoy wines, I prefer to actually have a really good glass of red wine than a really bad bottle. and this is certainly it. You're never going to have a bad one here.
I know that the entertainment is outstanding, but Celebrity really have invested in so many new shows as well, haven't they? So, you know, constantly giving you, you know, new entertainment, new exciting things for you. Love this bar.
Yeah, the Ice Martini bar.
Yeah.
It's literally an ice top bar with martini. You could see some of the views of Venice there. I know we're not actually travelling there this time, but absolutely stunning.
And I can honestly say, you know, having cruised Celebrity, I think it's 6 times it will be, absolutely outstanding. Yes, this is modern luxury at its very, very best. 5-star, of course.
Well, 85% of the staterooms actually have a balcony now. After the recent,
really?
85%. So it's an absolutely stunning ship.
Well, again, nice and easy. If you don't like flying, you don't have to. You can cruise out of Southampton. The first few days of it at sea, and just really enjoy the fabulous ship, all of the beautiful areas to relax, to sunbathe. And we're making our way over to, Gibraltar, aren't we?
Oh, Gibraltar, my first port of call.
Yeah, I remember saying, yeah.
It's the Rock. You've got to go up the top there. And, of course, you've got to go and see the relatives. There's the monkeys, cheeky little things. But one thing, there's lots to do here. You know, you can have a little bit of a wander around the town. Great for duty-free, great for perhaps if you want to stock up on whether it's jewellery, whether it's watches, cameras, your alcohol, your tobacco. You know, a great port of call. And it's just that little bit of England abroad. It really is fantastic. Then you've got a nice relaxing day at sea. One thing I'd actually recommend doing, though, on these the nights before your sea days is indulge in some of the restaurants, because you've got cuisine, which is the world's first iPad menu restaurant, and is actually where your meals are prepared at the table side. So, you know, something really different now.
And that's really nice if there's a group of you, actually, because you can all kind of share and
have a play, have a little bit of fiddle on the iPad.
Yeah.
Hey?
One of your favourite places next, isn't it?
Do you know what this is?
Yeah,
this next place, not Nice, but the actual port you're going into, Villefranche.
Villefranche.
Okay. You can actually see this. There's the harbour of Nice. Of course, you've got Monaco just down the coast as well. But Villefranche is a tender port. This is the only port that I have gone back to on holiday outside of a cruise. That's how good it is. You've got St John Cap Ferrat, which is the island. I'm not going to mention names, but you've got celebrities and film stars of days gone by and current that own properties on this beautiful, I was going to say island, but this part of the world is absolutely stunning. And you can get a train into Monaco for something like €1.
Seriously?
Or down into Nice. It's superb. Then, I mean, this is just the epitome of classic Mediterranean cruising. Florence and Pisa. The port of call is actually Livorno, but you want to get a bus, or you want to get a train, or certainly book a tour. We can do that for you. Phone our cruise specialists, and we can book that in advance. Go and see the Ponte Vecchio Bridge. There's some great jewellery shops on there. Go and see pieces of artwork like David, the famous Michelangelo sculpture. There's actually about six of them, which is it gets confusing, because one David's bad enough, but 6 of them, it's like. No offence to anybody that's watching that's called David, of course.
It's my middle name, as it happened. It is.
But then, of course, you've got the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Actually, just opposite here, there's some fantastic little restaurants that do really good, obviously really good Italian food. But I'm talking, you know, when you can go into a cafe and it's 10 times better than the stuff that we call Italian over here. That's what you've got over there. It's absolutely stunning. Then we're going to go into Rome, and of course, remember, all of these ports, these are inland, so the ports of call that you're actually calling into is Civitavecchia. You can do it the rustic way by getting the train or the bus in, or you can book a tour, but you can do Rome in a day. You can go to the Colosseum. You can go to the Trevi Fountain. All of the coins that they throw into the Trevi Fountain are actually donated to charity. The Vatican City as well. And if you're lucky enough, sometimes, I had a friend of mine who was very dedicated to his religion. He was lucky enough to actually be in the Vatican City when the Pope was in residence. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You can go through and see the Sistine Chapel.
It is an amazing place. And it's so bizarre. You know, I mean, I only first went to Rome about 3 years ago, and you think, oh, you know.
Do you know one thing I'd love to do now, going back? I'm a little bit of a film buff. I'd love to go and do an Angels and Demons walking tour of Rome.
Yeah,
it'd just be superb. You learn so much through films. Anyway, then we're going to go into Genoa. Now, this is pizzerias, this is bustling markets, it's little Vespas and Lambrettas just tooting away. It was actually the European Capital of Culture in 2004, and it's got Europe's largest aquarium. Fact. Then we've got a relaxing day at sea before we go into Malaga, and of course this is the essence of Spain. You can go to the Malgueta, you can go to the bull ring, celebrate the culture. I know, you know, I'm a great animal lover, but, you know, go and celebrate the culture because this is Spain at its most. A very proud bullfighter. You can imagine fantastic wines and great tapas. You know, you've got like a bull's blood red wine that goes great with chorizo.
I wish you could see Justin. He's doing all the moves, you know. And then Lisbon, we talked about this earlier.
We talked about Lisbon earlier on, and then we've got 2 days at sea before we're coming back into Southampton and finishing off a fantastic cruise. £105 per person per night. And
that is really great for celebrity. Now something really important. I love the classic drinks package. It's a really good drinks package with celebrity. And bear in mind, you are on board for 14 nights. You really might want to think about going for that. And you will get it if you book an Ocean View and above. So, you know, not just alcoholic drinks, but all of your soft drinks. We'll show you what's included in that in a second, but really worth upgrading to an Ocean View on this one. And we have got a Planet Cruise exclusive on this one as well. If you book through us, we will give you either free parking, again, that would really add up over 14 nights, or half-price gratuities. You choose when booking an Ocean View and above. So many benefits of upgrading to that Ocean View. And a family of 4 from $4,799, again, based on an Ocean View cabin with the drinks, and that's for the whole family.
So that's, yeah, I was going to say, $4,799 for 4 people, and with that drinks package included as well. That is phenomenal.
It is. Works out £600 each, actually, per week. Now, the drinks package, I do know this inside out, and I'm sure you do at home if you cruise with celebrity. That's all of your specialty teas and coffees, which I love. Yeah, all of your sodas, assorted juices, your selected beers, spirits, really good spirits as well.
But the wine, some of the best wine at sea.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Anyway, we do need to move on, but price-wise, we've got some great deals, but you might want to upgrade to Aqua Class as well. And this is what I've booked for my next cruise, actually, for the first time. But you've got things like priority check-in, personal spa concierge to arrange spa treatments, the pillow menu, complimentary access to the Persian garden. So loads of those extras there. The ID number for this one, by the way, is 107981. The Ocean View on that one, by the way, starts at 1875, and you get all of those extras as well. So
one of the things as well that you get with Aqua Class is you get a complimentary shoe shine service.
You do?
The only thing is, Sean, you don't have to wait until go onto the cruise to get them done.
Am I not very good? Look, mine are hidden behind here. You can't see it at home,
so
can you?
Scruffy.
They're not that bad. Anyway. You need talk. Thomson...
I've got my slippers on.
Yeah, yes. Thomson Cruising. Now, this one, we think this is going to be a top seller tonight. 40 nights. It's the Mayan Treasures and Pride of Panama. But anyway, let's take you aboard with Thomson. This is, of course, the Thomson Dream, isn't it?
Thomson Dream. I can't emphasise this enough. There is such limited availability on this. It's first come, first serve. Thomson Cruises are passionate about their ships. This is a fantastic ship with great swimming pools, great facilities on board, and it's got that Thomson family feel. When I say family feel, yes, it's great for families with children, but it's great for the family of Thomson because they welcome you back. You feel as if you're at home. Nothing's too much trouble. You've got the spa facilities. You've got 3 great lounges. Phenomenal food, and a lot of people comment on Thomson Cruises. They weren't expecting that standard of food when they went on a Thomson cruise.
And actually, the entertainment as well gets outstanding.
How can we not mention that? Yeah. Exactly, because of course Keith and Glenn were both on Thomson Cruises as well, so the fantastic cabins as well.
I tell you, they look really nice, the cabins.
I like that,
don't they? Yeah, I do as well. Yeah. Looking at the price as well.
Awkward moment.
So what? Well, we were both looking, weren't we? Thinking, that was really nice, yeah.
Yeah. No, it's a bit like your collar of your shirt, actually.
What?
We'll have a look at your collar shirt. But the cruise itself, fantastic that we're going to Mexico. Fantastic we're going to Colón and Puerto Rico as well. So you can enjoy all the fine dining on board. You can enjoy that quality of cruising. They've also got an a la carte menu on there as well now. Great deck shows, great party. 5 bars. I was just going to say, how many days is it? Anyway, I was just trying to work out. Yeah, so you'll have to do 2. Oh, well. And also, you've got your classic casinos and great shows as well.
You've got shoes on the brain tonight.
I want a pair of suede boots.
Now,
Anyway.
really important tonight, tips and service charges are included as well, so that's really good for 2 weeks. And if you want to upgrade to an all-inclusive drinks package...
All-inclusive?
I think you've had the drinks...
All-inclusive?
I think he's had the drinks package tonight.
No, seriously, before you tell him the price, how much is a pint of beer in a central city location, your Manchester, your London...
Well, me and my other half actually have a pub.
It's got to be a fiver, isn't
well,
it?
we charge for...
$4.80?
Some of us, yeah, $4.60, $4.80, yeah.
Right, OK, 2 pints you could have all-inclusive.
Yeah.
£10 per person.
Amazing.
Per night. It's just amazing.
Those all-inclusive drink packages tend to go fast, so if you want it...
But that's exclusive through Planet Cruise only as well, the whole deal. Anyway, we're actually flying out to Jamaica, hey?
Yes.
Do you know what, Montego Bay. I'm not going to break into song. Flying to Jamaica. We're going to Honduras, which is one of our first ports of call. Pristine coral reefs, fantastic beaches and tropical foliage. Very much like Belize as well. There's some Mayan ruins there. Great cave tubing and zip lines. It's one of those places. The first 2 ports of call, I'd actually go to say, are really, really good for water sports and activities and lazing on the beach. But then we're into Costa Maya. Now, Costa Maya have got some phenomenal Mayan ruins. You've got to go there. And the actual port itself is specifically designed for, as a cruise terminal. It's a destination with restaurants and bars on its own. There's like, if you've ever been there, I'm looking at our floor manager here in the studio, and she's going, really? Yeah. It's got this massive, like, wicker restaurant in the centre, and they do frozen margaritas, they do fantastic food. Around the outside, you can buy cowboy boots, you can buy Persian rugs, you can buy everything and anything. It really is. It's bonkers. Costa Maya is fantastic. Cozumel. If you want to buy silver, go to Cozumel because it's brilliant for all of your jewellery and trinkets. Good for swimming with dolphins as well. There's a dolphinarium. Is that right?
I don't know.
A dolphin. They call him Flipper. But fantastic. And actually, there's the pier. You can go down the pier. Anyway, moving on. We're going to go to Jamaica. We're going to go to Montego Bay. Cue a song. Montego Bay, fantastic. I mean, if you want to do the Bob Marley tour, you can go and do the Bob Marley tour. Go to Dunrivers Fall as well, which is the famous waterfalls.
I did that on my 40th.
Hey,
You have a 40 already. I know you're shocked, aren't you? I know.
Don't look a day over 30. Anyway.
Yeah, I walked at them on my 40th. It was, it was harder than I thought. I felt 40 by the end of it. Anyway.
10 years ago?
No, it was not.
Anyway, so there's your Dunn's River Falls. Then you've got a relaxing day at sea, and we're going to go to a completely unique part of the world. We're going to go to Panama, and this is Colón. Now, this is where the Spanish conquistadors, so I could say conquistadors, but I couldn't see dolphinarium. That's the one. But no, the conquistadors actually took all the Incan gold through here. You can just imagine them crawling through the lush green rainforest. But this is fantastic. You've got the Panama Canal. And of course, if you love your engineering, a great day, a great commentary, where you can see, and it's literally inches either side, and they paint the ship every time they go through because it doesn't matter how well you sail the ship, you're always going to scrape some of the paint off. So then we're into Puerto Limón. This is Costa Rica, yes. One of the greatest things here, I always remember it, everybody used to do the zip line in the rainforest canopy tour. And you can either go up in this little sort of cable car ride, it's about 150 feet off the ground, or you can do zip lining. And you zip line on some of the greatest zip lines in the world. I'm talking like 150 feet above the rainforest. And look, you got to see. I thought that was Chewbacca then for a second. It's probably a long-lost relative or something like that. Anyway, then we've got a nice relaxing day at sea, and then we're going to go and finish it off with one of the greatest Caribbean ports. We're bigging it up, we're fabbing it up in Grand Cayman. Now, no, this is not just where your bank account is held. Sean's going, Grand Cayman, I'm sure I recognise that. Grand Cayman calling. No, I tell you, it's beautiful. The beaches are fantastic. You've got all of the hotels along the front. You can literally swim out 30, 40 metres and then get scared like I did and go, oh, I don't know where I am. And then swim back in. You can go and see the stingrays, Stingray City.
Oh, there you go.
It's about 4 foot deep, the water, and you walk through and there's all these stingrays. You have to keep shuffling and you feed them and they nibble at your feet. It's brilliant. It really is. And there's a Hard Rock Cafe there. So for those of you that collect the, what are they, the glasses, the hurricane glasses, you can do that. Anyway, then we're going to go into Foul Mouth Falmouth in Jamaica. Of course, a lot of ports reflect the Caribbean ports and the UK ports at the time. The pirates were here.
Yeah.
In Falmouth. I know. But no, fantastic cruise, and it's just value for money. I mean, when you actually look at what comes included with this, how much has been discounted off the brochure price?
I'll tell you what, you've actually got a £520 saving off the brochure price. You have, yeah. We are anticipating very busy lines for this one. So yes, £520 taken off the brochure price. Now, we both, if you like a drink on your holiday, and again, these often go very quickly, we've got an upgrade to all-inclusive available tonight from only £10 per person per night. Return flights based on London Gatwick there. And what we often say on the show, regional flights are available. You know, generally speaking, if we can find an airport close to you, we can look into that for you, just for small supplements often. The ID number for this one is 109318.
Do you know what? Can I just ask the viewers something? If you're booking this cruise, can you do one thing for me? This year, I've started to document my travelling by a song. So I've just been to Italy. So I downloaded and listened as I was travelling out to Matt Monro on Days Like These, the Italian job.
Yeah.
Okay. When you go on this cruise, download that song. Whoa, we're going to Jamaica.
How's the vodka tonight, anyway?
Is that what they're putting there?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm worried. Is that what it was? Yeah.
Anyway.
Now,
can we change it up a little bit?
No, we're going to move on now. Actually, on a serious note, behave now. On a serious note, Oceania, I cruised them, but I think it was about 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago. What stunning ships they have, don't they?
And you know what? This is exactly as Sean said. You know, you've got Thomson, which is great fun.
Fabulous.
This is if you want to really treat yourself, if you've got a special occasion, or if you just thought, you know what, let's really go for it. 5-star cuisine, some stunning restaurants. I mean, when I read through, and the ability to be able to have a private dining experience with a unique Lalique table, with the executive chef cooking for you as well. It's absolutely stunning.
And we should say as well, most of the specialty restaurants are actually included in the price as well.
Yes, it's only, well, we'll tell you about Privé in a couple of seconds.
Anyway, Keith, he's got a good life, hasn't he? Here he is, hasn't he? So all these gorgeous ships. Here he is to tell you more.
Launched in 2011, the Marina was Oceania Cruises' first new build, and at 66,000 tonnes but with only 1,200 guests, she offers an unparalleled chic and spacious environment where the comfort and intimacy of a small ship experience is magically expanded into a beautiful and sophisticated luxury hotel at sea. When you cruise with Oceania, unlimited complimentary soft drinks, bottled water, specialty coffees, teas and juices are all included in the price on every sailing. There are 9 different lounges and bars to experience on board Marina, from the intimate 007 cocktails and live music of martinis to the poolside alfresco setting of waves. But if, like me, you're a lover of the grape, then there's no finer choice than here in La Reserva. From the traditional Italian food of Toscana to the classic American steakhouse Polo Grill, this is a foodie's heaven where your taste buds will say thank you after every meal. Oceania spend more on food than any other line, and I love the fact that all the main restaurants also offer Canyon Ranch Spa Club cuisine, meaning that taste is not compromised by even the strictest diet. Now I'm about to go into Red Ginger, which was recently voted the best restaurant at sea. Its menu of Thai, Vietnamese, Japanese and Indonesian food is one of the world's best. But whatever you do, don't forget the nightly offering in the theatre. Comedians, stars of the West End and Broadway, and a superb selection of inventive shows that will literally leave you shouting, "Encore!" Elsewhere, you can dance the night away in Horizons or be serenaded by what many have described as the finest orchestra at sea. Oceania's suites feature oversized living and dining areas, as well as marble and granite-clad bathrooms and bathtubs. And the suites literally elevate seagoing opulence to new levels with custom Empire-style furnishings and iconic designs from Ralph Lauren Home, and of course the brilliance of contemporary designer Dakota Jackson.
I mean, everything about the ships, they are outstanding, aren't they? They really are.
It's the old style cruise luxury. When you think of cruise ships as they used to be, the ocean liners, and every night was a formal night. this is very much that essence.
It is.
But nice and relaxed and
I was going to
modern.
say, but you don't have to do all of that, you know, formal dressing up.
But when
every
you've got
night.
crystal chandeliers in the middle of the restaurant, it's hard not to.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anyway, have we run out of money in the meter again? Have we?
I thought it was time to go home.
Anyway,
that happened to me once before, and it was a bad experience.
let's talk through where we're going to be flying and cruising to. So we start off with a little flight over to Rome, and you're transferred from the airport to, of course, the port city of Efia, and you're on board the Marina for 7 nights, aren't you?
7 nights, and you know, again, the actual ports we're going to is just absolute quality. First port of call is Naples. Fantastic for those of you who love Italian flair. You can do so much here. This is very much a excursion day, because you can go to Capri, you can go to the Amalfi Coast, you can go to Vesuvius, you can go to Pompeii. Plan that one carefully, and again, ask your cruise specialist, you know, to book a tour, do it nice and early. Then we're into Palermo. Now, there's a lovely cathedral here, or Duomo, in the actual old square. And again, you can see the mountains in the background. It has got that Italian flair. It's just absolutely fantastic. Enjoy it. Really, really great. Then we've got a nice relaxing day at sea, and then we're into Mallorca. Now, Mallorca has got one of those abilities that you can do completely different things. There's some stunning marinas in Mallorca. You can actually head up the west coast. I do believe it's something Dolphin Bay. And there's a lovely sushi restaurant there. It's the type of place that you see all these wonderful yachts, and then you'll see these supercars as well. Or you can just do something old-fashioned. There's a lovely electric railway. It's one of the oldest electric trams in existence. So you can do as little or as much as you want to do. Then we're into Barcelona, one of my favourite ports now. Weirdly, and I know you'll probably say, it's not a very good thing to say, Justin. Never used to like Barcelona when I was cruising. Now I've gone back to it. I'm like, I miss this so much. The beaches there, it is completely transformed over the last 10 years. You've got icons like the Sagrada Familia, 10 years on, they still haven't finished it. You've got the new camp as well. You've got the race circuit just down the road if you're a big MotoGP or a Formula One fan. Why did I say that in a Jeremy Clarkson accent? I don't know.
It's a vodka.
But I tell you what, Gaudi, if you love the Gaudi buildings, it's fantastic. And one of my top tips is if you want to go for a nice lunch, and I'm not talking just your everyday sort of down the side of the seafront sort of thing, go to La Boca Chica or La Boca Grande, and they've got some of the most fantastic menus available. Then we're going to go into Marseille. You're going into France. This is Provence at its best. You've got these beautiful little harbours. Again, you've got that French flair. You've got that French style. Not too far from Cannes. It's one of those places that you've definitely got that feel of class about it. So I'd actually say dress up on this one. Then you're actually going to be getting off in Monte Carlo, which is the epitome of class and decadence. Fantastic place. And then you're actually flying from Nice. Very short transfer from Monaco to Nice, and then back to the UK.
Wow. Beautiful, beautiful port. So now there's lots of extras here. You are getting a free upgrade from a deluxe outside. Actually, the deluxe outsides are nice, very nice, but the balcony is even better, and that's what you're getting. Now, how about this? You can actually choose one from either the free house drinks package, we'll tell you about that in a second, or $600 onboard spend. That's not with the...
That'd be my choice.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
Onboard spend.
Yeah, especially with the current exchange rates. That could work out a lot in terms of the pound. Or three shore excursions.
Easy for you, so I'm glad you had to say that one.
Now, also, we're including free flights from London, Heathrow, and we've got regional flights available from only £50 per person. Now, so you've got the choice there, but just let you know what the free house select beverage package includes, and it is excellent, actually. Unlimited champagne, wine, and beer with your lunch and your dinner. Very, very good. The ID number for this one is 95516. Have to, I think that's one of the best offers we've had from Oceania on the show. Really, really good. Really good. But we have one final cruise for you, and it's with Cunard on board the Queen Mary 2. And she's just been completely revitalised, hasn't she?
Revitalised.
That's an understatement, actually.
Let us show you what £90 million of refurbishment on one of the world's most iconic ships gets you. Fantastic, phenomenal staterooms, Princess Grill Suites. And remember that, of course, then you do get access to those restaurants as well, and the Queen's Grill.
My word. I mean, I was on the Queen Mary 2 a few years ago.
Did I have
really
chocolates
nice,
as well?
Oh.
Yeah.
She looks amazing. We're looking at all the pictures online, weren't we?
Think of the big restaurants and hotels in London that epitomise that era of transatlantic travel between the States and the UK. This is it. I always wanted to fly on Concorde across to JFK and then cruise back on the Queen Mary. But this,
oh my word,
this is definitely up there.
Yeah.
It's absolutely stunning. And again, you've got some fantastic dining areas there as well. And depending on the cabin grades, D1 to D6, standard inside and standard ocean view, and premium balcony and deluxe balcony, you get your main dining rooms, but then you have got the Princess Grill for P1 to P2 junior suites and the Queen's Grill for Q1 to Q6 penthouses and suites as well. The last time I actually saw her was in Acapulco. Funnily enough, there was a whale that had wandered into, or swam into the Bay of Acapulco, and there's literally a whale jumping, and then there's the Queen Mary 2 as well. And of course, for those of you that know Paul Beck from Ideal World, he was cruise director for, I think it was 2 or 3 years. He definitely launched QM2 as well. He's very, very proud of her, and rightly so. She is stunning. I've got to say, there's a planetarium on board, which was a first for Cunard, but also, and I don't know whether you'd be able to do this with Planet Cruise, you've got to ask the cruise specialist. They've got kennels on board.
Yeah, you were telling me this, yeah.
You can take your own pampered pooch or puppy.
Wow.
I'd love that.
Isn't that nice?
It'd be
yeah,
brilliant.
I didn't even know
There's
that.
a separate deck area that they walk them, don't worry. Anyway, you're going to be sailing out of Southampton, and again, you've got 6 days at sea to enjoy this classic ocean liner.
And that's what she's been built for.
Well, I was just going to say, when you look at this expanse of water, we don't usually linger on this for too long because, you know, obviously 6 days at sea, it's a lot of ocean. 43 tons more metal in the hull. She is an ocean liner, not a cruise ship, so she does handle very well.
And those days at sea, they are outstanding. You've got the afternoon tea, you've got the ballroom dancing, you've got all of the lectures. There's so much to do, isn't there?
Oh, yeah. And do you know, if you're just wandering around the promenade deck, you will feel as if you're out of a famous film.
Now, Justin, you mentioned something very special on the show.
Yep. Destination Hotspots. This is our new monthly special. I'm not going to tell you what next month is, but this month is New York. New York, so good they need it twice. There is so much here. I've got to talk you through this because one thing, Empire State Building, you've got to do this at night because see that skyline? That's what you want to see. The bridges are fantastic at night as well. You actually dock, I think it's Pier 77, and you're next. I know it's quite crazy. I remember that. You're next to the Intrepid. Which is an aircraft carrier with, they've got a space shuttle, they've got Blackbird, they've got one of the Concords, F-14 Grumman Tomcat, Top Gun, Goose, you know, Maverick, all of that. But you've also got Central Park as well. Go to Poets Walk. I mean, you know, all the way to New York, you've got to go to Poets Walk, haven't you? And also, you can go and see some of the fantastic shopping centres. Macy's, you've got Fifth Avenue as well. You've got the toy store from Tom Hanks' film. Remember? Oh, what was it?
I've been in that.
Yeah, it's absolutely brilliant.
And we should say, you've actually got 2 nights in a fabulous hotel here, haven't you?
Do you know, one of those nights you've got to go to Greenwich Village.
Well,
Don't
I'll
ask
tell you
me
what,
why, just go.
We've got our lovely Gemma in...
What, Gemma Arterton?
Yeah, in New York right now.
No. Oh, OK.
So I'm here in New York City, one of my favourite cities in the entire world, and of course the city that, as Frank sang, never sleeps. And you can understand why, because there is so much to do and see. I'm sat here in beautiful Central Park with the amazing vista of the skyscrapers behind me, and the plan is that later on I'll be meandering up that way in the direction of Fifth Avenue and all the famous department stores like Saks and Bloomingdale's. But a weekend in New York isn't just about shopping. Of course, there are so many incredible sights to take in, such as the Statue of Liberty, Times Square, the Empire State Building. There are museums to visit, galleries to see, culture galore. And then at night, the food, Broadway, there's a hot ticket for anything that you might like to do. And in terms of finding your way around, it's easy. It all operates on a grid system, so even I can't get lost. And if all else fails, you just hail a typical New York taxi. It's all part of the experience.
Oh, Amazing place, isn't it? Really is.
This is the Empire State Building.
Yeah.
Absolutely stunning. And do you know what? The great thing is you're going to get to see, as you leave New York, one of the greatest buildings. You're going to Grand Central Station. Absolutely phenomenal. You're standing there and you go, really, how did they build this? Absolutely amazing. And, of course, you get to ride a yellow cab as well.
I tell you what we were thinking as well. At this time of the year, you know, the lead date is the 19th of November.
Yeah,
you could do some serious Christmas shopping, couldn't you? You really could.
Well, yeah, and I don't know whether the ice rink will be set up in Central Park.
Oh, it could be. I don't know.
You'll have to check that before you go. Ask the cruise specialist. They know everything.
But it is fabulous around Christmas time. Really is. So we've there 2 nights in a fabulous hotel.
That is definitely what the destination hotspot is all about.
And then, Justin, it hasn't quite finished yet, has it? Because we've got a day at leisure, and we're then taking the iconic Amtrak rail journey, aren't we? Yeah.
Yeah, and this is New York to Niagara. And again, Niagara, one of the most romantic places. Take a look at this. It is just stunning. There's actually 3 falls going into it, hundreds of thousands of gallons of water, numerous attempts to go over the top in barrels and walk across. Do you believe there was a tightrope walker that actually had his manager on his back, walking across on a tightrope? There you go. There's a little bit of useless information for you. One of the things that is nice is to do a little cruise. You can, because you are staying there as well overnight, I'd definitely say go behind the falls as well. And at night, take a look at this.
Wow. Amazing.
It is. It's absolutely stunning. And again, you know, it is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. The sound, you know, when you think about, you know, the sound of running water, literally crashing.
And we're actually there. We've got 2 nights, haven't we?
Yeah, 2 nights. Yeah.
Then a day at leisure, and then, of course, flying from Toronto back to the UK. It is amazing. It is a trip of a lifetime. And I'll tell you what, tonight we've actually got a free upgrade from outside to balcony. We've actually got, if I remember rightly, we've got balcony prices starting at $1,199. I'll show you those in a second, actually. A 2-night stay in New York City and the Niagara Falls there. That wonderful Amtrak rail journey. I've always wanted to do that from New York to Niagara. And your flight to London, and selected overseas transfers are included on that one. I mentioned the price. We've already had some sellouts on this one, actually. So the 18th of October, just the balcony left. I've got to say, I think the price on the 19th of November is exceptional for balcony, don't you? 1199. Just think of what the flights and the hotels would cost. You're getting that with 5-star Cunard. And the ship herself, I mean, she's always been beautiful, the Queen Mary too, but she now looks absolutely outstanding. Now, what about afternoon tea, Justin? What about afternoon tea with Regent? How about this?
As long as they've got soft cream cheese and cucumber sandwiches with the crust cut off.
Well, I can't guarantee that there's going to be a fabulous afternoon tea.
It's not good enough. I'm not attending.
I'm sure it'll be excellent.
No, to be fair,
Regent, 6-star, aren't they?
I was just going to say, these events are great opportunities because how a company presents itself gives you an idea of what that cruise line is like. And Regent, again, if you're tempted by Cunard, if you like the Oceania 5-star luxury, then again, this is even that little step above as well. So definitely go to that.
And more details on the Planet Cruise website there. It's www.planetcruise.co.uk/Regent afternoon tea there as well. And forgot to mention the ID number, by the way, for the Queen Mary 2 was 109289. Wow, what a great show, don't you think? Let's just recap everything we've seen live this Tuesday evening. We started off with P&O on board the Ventura. Now, you can book this one online as well. First of all, $679 for 12 nights, representing amazing value as ever. We have got that single special, a single outside cabin from only $989 tonight, and that's based on the 5th of December sailing there as well. And a great Christmas sailing on the 17th of December, and that is 679. You can book online or give us a call on 080-250-2662. We then also had a lovely cruise on board the Crown Princess with Princess Cruises, a 7-night Belgium, Denmark and Norway cruise from Southampton, and that one starts at just $735. We have got a free upgrade from an unobstructed outside cabin to a balcony as well. Then we moved over to Celebrity. Wow, this is on board the award-winning Celebrity Eclipse. It's a 40-night Western Med, a cruise from Southampton. and we have a price tonight at 1469. My advice would definitely be to upgrade, because if you go for an ocean view, then you will get the free classic drinks package if you go for an ocean view and above, and also you can take advantage of the free parking or half-price gratuities. Again, that's a Planet Cruise exclusive when booking that ocean view, and also you can book online for that one as well. Thomson, an amazing deal. These always sell very quickly. Thomson, always popular. 14 nights here. And we're giving you a saving $5.20 off the brochure price. And had some great ports there. We saw the best of Mexico and Jamaica, Costa Rica.
We're going to Jamaica.
We are. Stop singing you. Upgrade, if you want that, I would definitely book tonight if you can, because we've got that starting from only £10 per person per night for an all-inclusive upgrade as well. Then Oceania, just I've got to say, if you love the very best in terms of food, this is definitely a great cruise, and that beautiful ship, of course, as well.
I was just going to say, because the actual ship itself, you know, you're not looking at hundreds of thousands of tons. This is a medium-sized ship,
and less passengers actually as well.
Just over 1,000. I think it's about 1,250 passengers. So you know, it really is for those of you that want to experience something that is truly unique and the finest, whether it's dining, I mean the restaurants that we said
the specialty restaurants.
If you have got a special occasion, you can book the privé room as well. There is a supplement for it, but you have your own executive chef, you have a unique table. It's just absolutely stunning.
And a free upgrade from a deluxe outside to a balcony. You can choose from either free house drinks package, $600 on one spend, or free 3 shore excursions as well. Not easy for me to say that. Deposit. Is it deposit that one? No, it won't, because it's the 15th of October. But we have got regional flights available from only £50 per person. And then finally, don't forget that wonderful final cruise, Southampton to New York. Had a chance to see the Niagara Falls there as well. That was amazing, actually, at 1149. And that was our destination hotspot this month from Planet Cruise. Wonderful show. If you haven't seen anything you like, don't forget Planet Cruise can find any cruise with any company, and they can make packages bespoke as well, can't they?
They do land tours as well, F1 packages. There is so much. Just go on the website and take a look.
Well, we're out of time. We're great fun.
I could stay all night talking about. No, I've got to go and drive home now and go to sleep and.
Well,
it's a bit boring, really. I want to go on a cruise.
You get your cruise booked tonight. I tell you, some amazing deals. We'll see you next week on the show. Take care. Loads more coming up straight after this.